You know, we got a tip that he didn't have any weapons other than a .22 rifle. What do you know about that?
Well, whoever told you that, you better check that tip.
Right. What did he have on him? What's been confiscated?
Well, I'm not. I can tell you there was more than one weapon. I'm not going to get into the specific weapons
That he had with him?
Oh, yeah, there was more than one weapon that was used by that suspect. The sad thing is that here's a father of two that, you know, seemed like a pretty normal guy that, you know, somehow loses it. We've got video of this man shooting not just at the helicopter. We've got damage to our helicopter, multiple strikes to the helicopter, and
where on the helicopter?
The helicopter in quite a few spots. Every one of the blades, rotor blades, has damage. We're having it assessed by the manufacturer because we want to make sure that, you know, that the aircraft, not only do we fix it, but that we fix it right so we extend the life of that aircraft.
And it was hit elsewhere in the body?
Oh yeah, it was hitting more. It wasn't just the blades. I've seen the video from the helicopter, and I can tell you that just from the muzzle flash, I can identify just by muzzle flash that you've got, it's very clear that you had different caliber weapons being fired.
Not just one .22 rifle?
No.
What else was being fired during that?
Oh, we're not going to talk about the specifics.
What about
but it was
the
more than.
Though? There's some concern if the chopper's taking fire. What's policy, first of all, when a chopper's taking fire like that?
Well, there's a tactical decision to be made. You can leave and get out of the area and leave a bunch of officers in a heavily populated neighborhood where we don't know all we know is this guy's discharging a deadly weapon indiscriminately. We know that he's shooting at the ground officers at one point. The helicopter pilots, I believe, showed, and the tactical flight officer, some courage, and I mean, that was courageous of them to not leave and leave those officers blind. They played a key, critical role tactically in that incident. And again, you know, people, instead of focusing on the outcome, nobody other than the suspect, who was absolutely targeting police officers, was injured. Is it a tragedy that this man, the father of two young children, died? Absolutely. It breaks all of our hearts here. I mean, nobody after that incident was high-fiving anybody. When this community looks at these videos, when they hear the audio, they're going to take, I would hope, a minute to really take in the collective excellence of the police department that serves them. Because what they're going to see on those videos and hear on those audios are police officers whose singular focus was to protect lives.
Was there a chance the helicopter, though, might have gone down in a populated area?
There's always a potential of that. I mean, you know, but
they made it back to ABIA.
They made it back to ABIA, and the bottom line is they made a tactical decision that they'd rather be the target at an altitude than the officers on the ground.
What were they, 600 feet?
Oh, I don't know that. I'm not going to talk about altitude because to me that's a tactical issue, and I wouldn't want the next guy that might decide to target my officers to go get the right caliber and make sure that they can finish the job. No, I'm not going to do that.
The next guy, there have been two since Thanksgiving that have hit APD directly.
Yes.
How are you holding up as an organization?
We're doing fine. You know, we sign up for this. We train for this. We do a lot of extensive work to recruit the right people, the right mindset. You know, I met with the SWAT team the other night down there in South Austin, and they're in good spirits. Nobody likes to take a life. Nobody enjoys that. I can tell you that our SWAT team and every SWAT team I've ever known in my career, they measure success by not having to utilize deadly force. And so, you know, I can tell you that, you know, they're tired, but this is what they train for. This is what they're about, is ending threats. And unfortunately, this is only the second time since I've been here that SWAT has discharged their firearm. And it's the first time since I've been there that they've killed somebody in one of their call-outs. It's a tragedy all the way around because there will always be a little scar when you take a life as a police officer. That's not what we sign up for. We sign up to be peacemakers, peacekeepers, and to save lives. And whether we acknowledge it or not, it's just something you take with you.
This was the first time they took a life on a call.
Since I've been here.
That's a watershed moment.
For us, yeah, it is a sad thing, but what we look at is what were the circumstances, and was it objectively reasonable, and if it was, then they did their job.